What's up, YouTube? This your boy, James to the O. On Saturday, I had a deep conversation with parents. And it kind of went left field. I'll get to that in a minute, and I also, on Sunday, which was yesterday, I went live on Facebook. For those who don't have my Facebook, you'll see it down below this video. What my Facebook and my IG is. I'm going to post it on there. And you can look at the live video if you like, because it's public. You don't have to send me a friend request, whatever, because it's on Facebook. And it's public. Anybody can see it, even you guys. So, I'm about to get me a plate of food from the homie on the block. Homie on the block, cooking some food, some nice Belizean food. Love Belizean food. Nice chicken, this, that, $12 a plate. I'm finna get me a plate, but father was there at the house where I'm staying at. And he asking for his rent because I'm staying in one of his places which he owns. So he's like, where's the rest of my rent money? It's only $100. So he's finna get upset and have a meltdown about $100. So I go around the corner, come back, get the $100 set here. So now his question is, what are you planning on doing? In other words, you still gonna stay here? What's the situation? I said, yes, I'm gonna stay here. I have to. I have no other choice. You acting like somebody's holding your arm, holding you hostage for you to be here. I said, no. I said, your baby mother, my mother, is going to be homeless in a shelter wherever she talking nonsense. So pretty much, she ain't going to have nowhere else to go if I don't pay this bill here and stay here. Well, I don't have to stay here, but as long as that bill is paid every single month, she'll always have somewhere to stay because of me. She don't want to live with you. I'll get to that later on, too. And by the way, this video going to be kind of long, so please forgive me for that, but just tune in. She don't want to stay with you. She don't want to stay with her sister across the street on that block with her either. So she basically narrowing her own options. So her only option choice is here. My brother had Section 8 on the place, so that was covering for the bill of $1,100 a month. He left and went to the valley. Now he's going to be mentioning this topic video too. It ain't going to be just one part. It might be 3 or 4 parts. But he's going to be mentioned. So when he took that Section 8 went over there, well, now that bill's out in the open. Now I have to cover it. Because everybody going to look at me because you're the one with the money to do it. Okay, no problem. So after that, then they started talking about me getting a house. I said, well, y'all don't worry about getting me a house. Y'all did enough help or whatever. Y'all don't need to worry about when I'm going to get me a house and become a homeowner for myself. It's like, what's your problem? What you talking about? I said, well, first off, when I have 2 parents who refuse to help me, I going to disregard both of y'all, and none of y'all don't need to help me. We can't help you financially. That's great, because y'all didn't help me financially consistently enough when I was a child. So what makes me think y'all going to do it as an adult? Oh, so we going back in the past again. Well, the past is the reason why I am the way I am with YouTube today. Brother has said, the one that left went to the valley, that parents' jobs are to set their kids up for success, not just throw them out there with nothing, don't know nothing, don't have a clue what life is about. Any parent that do that, you're cold-blooded. Fresh 18 years old, whatever, you're going to throw your kid out, have him figure it out on his own, F him, whatever. The reason why I say all that, because when the day I turned 18 was the day I received the effed up speech from him. You're 18 now. I ain't responsible for you no more. F you. No, you're not getting allowance money. No, you're not getting money for your bus pass. No. And you're not getting nothing for your birthday. And I dare you to act the fool so I can kick you out. And if you don't want to leave, I'll call the police. And the police will have you put out. Because when you're adult too, you have nothing on paper to say that your name is on it. Yes, you do have personal belongings that says that you live here, but now I have every right to put you out. You want to start problems with me now? Go right ahead. There go the door. I'm asking other 18-year-olds like me, have you ever had this kind of speech the day you turn 18? They all said no. I'm the only one that received that one. I went, okay, cool, no problem. And speaking of having messed up little speeches that somebody will say to you, it's pretty bad when you know that that wasn't the only effed up thing that was said to you prior to you turning 18. But as far as parents setting their kids up for success, yes, that's what they're supposed to do. I ain't argue with my brother about that. And I won't argue with anybody who say that, because I've always believed in that. That is a parent's job. Like, he has a best friend who flip houses, homeowners, and they put their daughter in a house. They didn't pay no money. They just put her personal information and stuff and threw it in her house. I go, okay, well, you my father, you own multiple houses, right? So why can't you do the same thing? Like, he has the income to afford a house. But instead it's no. He's not a man of his word at all. You show me your word area, your proof of income, whatever, we can talk business. Okay. Here it is. Let's talk business. Back in high school, he said, until you take the SAT scores, we ain't talking about you going to college. Here's my SAT score 1. Here's my SAT 2 test and scores there too. You got both of those. Let's talk about me going to college. Oh, by the way, I'm a 3.3 GPA. Let's talk about going to college. That never happened. Let's talk business. That never happened. He's not a man of his word, so why in the hell am I going to listen to you? Or her too? For what? They're like, you still going to need help? I said, no, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out all by myself, because if there's a way, there's a will. That's what I said to him in the living room in the house on Saturday. So my mother gonna ask me, so what about Greg? I said, okay, well, he's my handicapped neighbor. They asking about him. I went, look, at age 19 or 20, he went to a community college to play football. He got paralyzed. Okay, he's paralyzed so bad that his hands are locked like this. You literally yourself, another person, has to do this to his finger, which might hurt, just so it can be extended. His fingers are so locked, he can't do nothing. He can't pick up nothing. Somebody has to literally grab a phone and slide it in the gap so that he can have a phone. And he dials phone numbers with his tongue. Literally. All the medical expenses, the little settlement money he had, all that went out the window due to his medical expenses care. So why are we using him as an example of why his mother did not set him up for success? The dude is paralyzed. He can't do nothing. No disrespect to him or anybody else in that situation, but you can't put him in the equation. Wrong person to mention. Okay, what about his other son? What about his other son? His other son don't want to be a homeowner. His other son don't make enough money to do this stuff. No way. And his mother don't really have much to offer. No freaking way. I said, but that's not my case. I have a parent who works at the post office that makes $80,000+ a year. I have that. That excuse of what my neighbor have don't apply to me. My excuse is my parents didn't do their part, so therefore I have to do it all by myself. During the majority course of my childhood life, I had messed up teeth, something that you don't see now. So during the course of high school, you're not getting no play, you're not getting no action, blah blah. One girl had a twin. It's Jessica and Tia. Tia was dating a basketball player in high school of mine. Jessica came to me, was like, I want you to come with me to homecoming. I said, cool. This is like on a Monday. That Wednesday or Thursday, somebody on the basketball team advised her to tell me that she's not going. She went anyway. She wasn't going to go with me. Because he's ugly, he's busted, he's disgusting, he can't dress, he can't do this, he can't do that, he needs to see orthodontist too. Okay, so basically you're getting picked on because how the way you look and how the way your teeth are. Okay, no problem. So they talking to me about getting girls and everything else. So when I spoke to many females, first thing they told me they look at is teeth. And when your teeth is busted, they tend to not look nowhere else. Yeah, they look at teeth, they look at hands, they look at feet, they look at how you dress, groomed, whatever. But the main part was, first thing they look at is teeth. Well, you have busted teeth, so therefore you can't get no play. And by the way, speaking of play, your father at age 14 is teaching you how to pay to play. In case you don't know what that means, you basically gonna play trick. You're gonna be one of those guys that's gonna pay a girl for attention, pay a girl to go out with her, pay a girl to even have sex with her, pay a girl to basically for anything, just for having that girl around, doing stuff with you and for you. You're coming out of pocket. That is not a goddamn relationship. You are her ATM machine, and she's going to use you for such because that's the benefit that she can get from you. And you teaching your son at age 14 how to be a pay-to-play guy. So I told them, I said, look, if a guy really likes a girl, and the girl really likes this guy, they going to hook up, they going to get it on, ain't going to be no money involved. Not going to sit there and dig in my pockets and literally pay a girl money just so we could do some things. Money in her hands. It's kind of like you looking for a prostitute and you paying this woman money just so for everything else. So I asked my buddies, I went, look, would you pay a girl for sex? They was like, no, because if a guy likes a girl and we like each other, well, we're going to get on anyway. But then again, you the only fool around here at age 14 being taught how to pay for pussy. I was like, damn. No fathers in their right mind gonna teach their son to pay for pussy. Sorry. And then you run around here, y'all going prostitute hunting in the streets of LA, South Central, the hood, the ghetto, to pick up a girl so both y'all get blowjobs at y'all own expenses. I didn't know real fathers do that. Then he was like, okay, so you got your teeth fixed. Yeah, under my expense because both my parents didn't do it when I was a kid. So I had to suffer it out till I became an adult, till I got money. Much later on in life, then I did it under my own money, under my own expense, and everything else. You still don't get no pussy though. Well, that's what you think. That's what I told him. That's what you think. You still don't get no girls. That's what you think. You still have nobody taking you out or you go out with them, and that's what you think. I want you to think that, because that's not the case. I get comments left and right now. I ask for dates and get invitations for dates now. Much later in life, like today. So I don't need y'all help for anything. Because y'all failed me then, y'all probably gonna fail me now. So that now part, no. It ain't gonna happen. I wasn't set for success. I started my adulthood life with absolutely nothing. So I figured it out, planned out what I'm going to do on my own, by myself, solo. And by the way, I'm going to make a video about me not having a problem going solo in my life and why. They didn't do much parental stuff for me. Okay, you pay child support every single month, so you paying. Okay, what about you interacting with your kid? How about you disciplining your kid, you teaching your kid from right from wrong? That don't cost money. How about you give him advice of what he should do, what he should not do, and do not do? He's a child. He has no choice but to listen. But instead, you want to brag about how much you pay $250 of child support each month? And then complain about he has other kids that he needs to take care of. Well, that's not my problem. I'm just saying, well, this video here is almost 15 minutes long. I'm going to get to the part with him and his ex-wife on part 2, so y'all just stay tuned for this.